Okay, so what do I want to do? So I had this project quite recently when we were doing kind of like YOLOv8 live detection plus like counting of stuff in the zone. So I want to fork that project. And okay, this repository already exists. I know that. So let's call it like YOLOv8 tracking. Why can't I? Okay, whatever. Let's create a fresh repo in that case. If they don't want me to allow it, I will just copy and paste stuff over there, whatever. I was hoping for something a bit more civilized. Hi, hello, how are you? I'm in a mood for streaming today, so we will do a little bit of streaming. YOLOv8. Let's call it, I don't know, like native tracking, for example. By the way, is the sound okay? I'm not sure, like, do you guys hear me? Like, just type in yes in the chat so I would be kind of like, you know, less stressed out. Most likely we also need to kind of like make the font a little bit larger. I'm good, just got notification. Yeah, I'm live today because apparently Ultralytics team like add like some new functionality. I'm not sure, was it like yesterday or like they released the notes like today. So I want to test the live tracking today. Native tracking, well, let's call it like that. Okay, so I'm creating a public repo for us to use. Okay, native tracking, I guess. So you can start it already. You can start it already. I'm just joking. Okay, let's copy this. So we will go here, git clone. Oh, I'm just super confused because I'm on a Mac all the time. So I don't know how to copy paste. Sound is good. That's perfect. It's perfect. Okay, so let's deactivate the current Python environment. That's first. Maybe let's create a new tab. And here in the new tab, we'll go into this YOLOv8 native tracking. Cool. Now, what should we do? First thing first, I guess I will just create Python environment. How do you do that on Linux? So let's go history grep venv, because I'm sure I done that already in the past. Okay, that's the command. Cool. So let's paste it. By the way, how are you? Like, how are you doing? I know that I'm streaming like very, like I don't stream on a daily basis, so it's hard to keep track of whatever people are doing on a daily basis. Okay, so we have Python environment created. So let's go into Chrome. And open the documentation for Ultralytics, because it's something that was added quite recently. So I'm not super familiar with the API, but we'll try to figure it out together. Okay, so yeah, let's go for pip install for starters. So we will install Ultralytics. And only Ultralytics for now. We'll check the version that is the latest. Okay, so it will take a little bit of time to install. Let's head into docs, I guess, first. there is some search track. Multi-object tracking, that's what I'm looking for. And what do we have? We have like 2 trackers that we can use, apparently. Botosort and byte track. Cool. There's CLI. So when stuff will install, I guess we will start by just running the pre-trained model on the webcam, just to confirm that everything works properly. And we'll start to build like small Python application from there. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, I created new Python environment, so it may take a little bit of time to install because, you know, Ultralytics installs like PyTorch and all other stuff, so it may be a little bit time consuming, but we'll see. Okay. But in the meantime, I'm actually quite interested in like how it's implemented. So we can maybe take a look here. View code, Ultralytics, tracker. Okay. 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 So we'll test it. Apparently, okay, so this is like some basic boilerplate. So they have some trackers, like, okay, here's the byte track, for example. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure they just copy and pasted byte track over here because it looks very familiar. So cool. Let's wait for the whole code to finish installing. In the meantime, can I open like new empty window? Ooh, that's perfect. That's perfect. That's why I like Linux. You can do everything. Okay, so I will just open up my project, the one that I just created. So let's go for open folder, documents, private, YOLOv8. Let's open it here. And yeah, we will most likely need to create a requirements txt. So let's do it. Cool. We'll fill it in a second. We'll also need README. So let's do it. And there will be like main py function, yeah. And now we'll cheat a little bit and and maybe git ignore, yeah. Cool. And yeah, git ignore I'm copying for sure. That's no brainer. I don't have time for this. Here, I guess we can copy and paste the README. Cool. The only thing that we need to change is like the header, I guess, because it's native tracking. Okay, and the main function is the key one. So for now, I will just copy and paste everything from the previous project, and we'll take a look if it works. And if it does, we'll do all the changes. So over here, I have GPU, and that's why I'm streaming from this machine this time, because and I have like RTX 3070, I guess. And because I'm going to use YOLOv8 in the live mode So I will use the stream from the webcam. I'm streaming from this machine. Sorry, I'm just a little bit hungry. So I decided to eat a bit of chocolate. But on a daily basis, I'm sitting on Mac. And, you know, just use YOLOv8, yeah, to interact with GPU. And here I have Linux. I guess like a regular Ubuntu 20, something like that. Yeah, I found it like, you know, good enough. And, you know, the other machine is like a, I don't know, like Mac, latest version of Mac. So that's the setup. And usually I'm streaming from the other machine, like the actual stream is coming from the other machine, even today. But I captured the screen from Linux and, you know, stream from my Mac. So that's the setup. Cool. So I will have like two requirements: latest Ultralytics and latest supervision. And let's try to run my script from the previous stream where we are just, you know, testing the zones. Oh. Like it says the file doesn't exist. That's interesting. Oh, now it exists. Okay. On Mac you don't need to. I mean, on Mac, I'm usually using PyCharm. I'm sitting on VS Code here, and you know, on VS Code you need to Control S everything so that it works, and on Mac you don't need to do it. Okay. So apparently the script works. And we have the basic setup. So for now, I will just, you know, remove the zones, remove everything. We have like the detection, and I'm curious about tracking. So we will explore tracking in just a second, okay? So let me kill this. And we need to take a look. What do we have in that script even? Because I'm not really sure. Like I for sure don't need to. I don't need this. Let's call it like native tracking. Let me just clean up a little bit because the script was originally created to do a bit different things. Okay, so we remove everything that is related to zones. So I'm dropping zone annotators, all that crap. Okay, so that should be clean. That should be clean detection without anything related to zones right now. So I guess let's take a look if it works. And if it works, then we'll start, I guess, by CLI and capturing. Okay, it works. Like it's clean detection without zones. How do I break? Okay, cool. So what else? Let's go into the docs for the tracking, and they say YOLO track mode source. So if everything works consistently, that should work, because what they want us usually to do is, you pass the source argument, and it can be anything. It can be, I don't know, static file on your hard drive, like a video or image, or like you see over here, you can load the video from YouTube and process it directly. Maybe we will go for something in just a second. But also you can pass your webcam. So let's take a look at that. And if I remember correctly, we need to do like show true, and that means that we are processing the webcam and showing the result on the screen. So let's take a look if that works. Okay, so there are some IDs like right away. Okay, so immediately I see that it's not perfect, yeah? Because take a look what's going on right now. Can I steal the ID of the apple? Yeah, you see? I can steal the ID of the apple. So it's clearly different class, and model knows that it's different class. But they don't check it. So as long as the bounding box overlap is good enough, they are okay with it. Yeah. So I can steal the ID of the apple, and that shouldn't happen. I guess it should work like a bit differently. Yeah? It should work like if you have the same class and the bounding box is overlapping correctly, then it's the same ID. And I guess I'm curious, like, can you force it to do it like that? Ciao, Pedro. Ciao. How are you? Hello from Poland. I guess to Italy. Yeah. So, how is your day? We are testing latest update. I'm not sure like when they released that code, but I guess they made the info public today that they have tracker in YOLOv8. So I decided, okay, let's take a look. I was doing a lot of stuff with tracking. So this is the CLI version. Like, you know, CLI is cool. I like CLI, but you know what? Let's take another look. One more thing. Like, I need something like, I don't know, football, or I know, basketball. Because, you know, in YOLO you can infer live. It would be cool to get, you know, to have some video that I can just use and don't get copy striked. I'm not sure, can I do it? Whatever. Okay, let's not focus on that. Let's do live object detection. I don't want to get copy striked on Twitch for streaming like some YouTube video of I don't know, NBA or anything like that. So let's do it. Okay, so apparently you can do it with CLI. It works. I have my, you know, opinion on maybe a few things, but it's pretty easy. So let's take a look how it works in the SDK. So they say the only thing that you need to do is to do something like that. Yeah, so to call any public transport camera feed. Any idea where I can find feed like this? Okay, let's take a look, like public transport camera feed. I don't know, like this works. I can click on it and I get the stream somehow. help out, you know, you have the suggestion. Okay, I'm happy to use some stream, like public stream, to test it, but I haven't done that, like, never. So if you want me to test it like this, like, send some more info. Hello, bro. I love YOLOv8. Thanks for what you are doing for us. I'm doing my best, man. I'm doing my best. I'm also having fun. So just for the sake of clarification. So if anybody has some idea how to connect, like, to a live stream, send me some ideas on the chat. By the way, that's your first time on the chat here. Like, congrats. Tell us a little bit more about yourself. Like, you know, I'm pretty curious, like, about the people who are visiting the stream. By the way, is there something wrong with classification model? I can tell you that. Okay, so, you know, the last time that I played with classification model from YOLOv8 was like a month ago or more than that. And back then it was very immature, like, stuff didn't work properly back then. But right now I haven't checked. Why do you ask? Okay, let's go for anything, like RTPS streams that are live right now. All of those is some, you know, junk. Okay, somebody sent some link. Okay, let's try it out. Let's try it out. Ah, shit. Okay, there's a problem. Slight problem, because the stuff that you sent to me, I'm on a Linux, and okay, guys, give me a second. I need to figure it out. I need to log to my own Twitch. And copy and paste that from the stream chat, okay? Can I see my... Okay, I don't see all... Can you resend that message once again? I'm sorry, I'm super unorganized. Because I cannot copy and paste it right now. Yeah, so if you could send the link to the stream that you propose us to use once again, I would love it. I work for a startup that does solutions for environmental and staff urban solutions like dangerous animals detection, urban areas, bird detection, classification. Yeah, and what happened? Like, doesn't YOLOv8 work for you? Okay, I'm copying the stream. Let's. So if I understand correctly, I should be able to do it like this. Yeah. Just paste it like here. Nah, doesn't work. Are you sure? Like that's the link that I should use to make it work? So I can tell you, like, back in the day, like 1.5 months ago, I was trying classification, and it was pretty terrible. But that doesn't mean that it's like this right now. I just simply don't know. Send over like some link that works because that clearly doesn't work. I'm not sure what's going on. No, it works great for detection, but I need classification bird as well, and the YOLOv8 classifier was giving me some bad results. So yeah, I'm not sure. Like, back in the day, the problem was, okay, so I will use CLI if you send me some working stream, but please, like, some content that I can show on a stream, no nudes or anything like that. Just for clarification. So you say that the result of the classification of YOLOv8 was not good enough, basically. That's what you're saying. I'm honestly quite surprised because did you use your own model or some pre-trained one? That's also a bit interesting to me. Did you train it on your data or it was pre-trained model? Okay, so back to the business. We have the detection. So I'm still waiting for the our TSP stream. Like, if you will send it over, I'm super happy to try it out. Okay, so apparently I just need to use like track. Shit. Okay, I mean, I have no clue what's going on, so let's just try it out. Let's take a look how it works. Let's copy this. So the problem is that our inference loop, like all that stuff makes no sense right now. So let me just comment this. Maybe also this. And just do like something like that. And I need to create a model first. So let's take this, paste it here. My favorite streamer. Yeah, thanks for that very kind words. I'm not sure, like, that might be too much. Like, I'm not sure if I'm a streamer, but thanks a lot. Okay, so let's comment, like, I need to comment like everything because I have no clue what's going on. Let's put 0, yeah, because 0 supposedly should lead to the webcam. I will print result. Because I'm curious, like, is result like what is the result over here? Is it like a single frame? How can I use it? Okay, let's run it. Let's test it. Okay. I see something. So now we need to figure out what's going on. Okay, so the result is being printed in the exactly, and the problem is that the accuracy was really hard in the training. As far as I knew, YOLOv8 is pre-trained, so I trained it on some Kagelbird dataset, but it was resulting in random classes entirely. Maybe I made some mistake, I don't know. So I actually trained YOLOv8 classification model on my custom dataset, and I didn't get like random classes, but it was not perfect. And also you need to remember, like, YOLOv8 is like YOLOv8 is basically YOLO model inside, and YOLO model was not designed for classification. I remember that someone commented on Reddit that what was that, like, using YOLO for classification is like driving with bus instead of car, basically, in the sense that it is like significantly more powerful model, so it should handle classification very easily. The problem is that it makes no sense. Will this video be uploaded on YouTube? Do you want it to be uploaded to YouTube? That's the question. Up until now, I haven't uploaded my VODs on YouTube, but maybe that's a good idea. I'm not sure. We can try. No promises. Do you follow me on LinkedIn? I don't know. If you follow me on LinkedIn, I will let you know over there. Okay. So, what is the type of the stuff that they are returning over here? I'm a bit confused. Zed, yo, what's up? What's up? So if you follow me on LinkedIn, you will be up to date with everything. You can also follow me on Discord. I mean, like, follow me on Discord, like join the Discord. And this way, you will also know everything right away. Okay, so I'm super confused, guys. I have no clue what's going on because take a look here. I mean, like, I'm pretty sure that the tracker doesn't return anything right now. Like, take a look. All that stuff is happening inside the model. So they are logging that stuff, but they don't return anything. So it's actually like, I don't want to throw any opinions just yet, but it seems to me that it's pretty useless. Can you share the link for the Discord? The Discord link is in the description of the channel on Twitch. So you can just go over there and you should be fine. Long time no see. How are you? I'm pretty fine. I mean, like, I was streaming in the meantime. Just you didn't join any streams, so that's the problem. No worries, no worries. It should work. So I'm trying to figure out how to use it because take a look over here. Like, they say you take the model and you do track, you pass the source, you say show true, and that's it. So that's okay. So let's try one more thing, which is segmentation model. I'm actually. Oh, thanks for the subscription, or I guess, or following. I'm not really sure. I never know on Twitch, like, is it follow, is it subscription? Like, nothing changed. I'm still completely confused. Okay, so let's go for segmentation. I'm pretty interested in how the segmentation will work with Tracker. So let's test this. And by the way, even if that video will not be on YouTube, which it will most likely be on YouTube, just my private YouTube. One thing that will happen for sure is I'm going to create a YouTube video especially on this, on the YOLOv8 channel. So at my work. So if you watch my YouTube videos on YOLOv8 channel, you should be up to date with everything. Oh, you saw that? CUDA memory allocation. That's interesting. So apparently, YOLO crashed on stream. Okay, let's do NVIDIA SMI. I have 0 memory usage. So what's going on? Why does it say PyTorch CUDA allocation exception? That's interesting. Yeah, my schedule is being crap and I barely have time for myself. And when I do, I try to game a bit. Yeah, I actually installed Hearthstone like last week. So I was playing games also a little bit. It's terrific camera live stream. Oh yes, those memory allocation error I always get. Oh really? You experienced anything like this before? I'm super confused what's going on over here. It crashed for a second time. Why is that happening? Out of memory error. Super weird stuff. Super weird stuff. Okay, let's I need to know what's going on. So, okay. Can I have like NVIDIA semi refresh live? You get those all the time? Really? But over here, I don't train. I just infer. And it's crashing like every time. I have no clue what's going on. Okay, let's... Oh, this way we'll have like live NVIDIA semi. So we should know a lot. Okay, so let me just rerun it once again. Is it working? Okay, now it's working. Because I'm super confused. How come can we go out of memory on GPU? Like, it's super weird. Now it works. I will not comment the quality of those masks because that's another topic. Take a look, like, they have memory leak for sure. Did you saw? Okay, that's interesting. That's interesting, man. That's super interesting. They have memory leaks. Take a look. Take a look. I'm spinning up the script. Yeah, their script, and take a look what's happening over here. You see, now memory allocation is going through the roof. What they are doing, most likely, is they have some torch tensors that they don't clean up. And when we reach the maximum capacity of the GPU, it will just crash. That's it. So very interesting stuff. Right now, I'm curious, does it also happen for object detection or only for instance segmentation? So this is object detection model. Let's run the script once again. Okay, so the model is loaded. The memory is allocated. Okay, so this is notification about the previous stuff. So I don't see any increase in that particular. Okay, so thanks for the sub. Thanks for the sub. Much appreciated. Okay, so like two things that I already noticed is like the first one is segmentation clearly have a memory leak on GPU, and when you will run out of memory, it will crash, and it will happen pretty fast with this FPS. And the second one, okay, so clearly we don't have anything. I fixed it, tweaking the batch size. Okay, so sure, you can tweak that stuff for training with batch size and max memory. And that I understand that, yeah, I understand that. But this is inference, yeah. I cannot do anything. It clearly have a memory leak. They have some tensor, PyTorch tensor that is not deleted. So cool. Regardless, in that case, we are going back to square one, and let's try to play with detection model. So the problem that I see right now is that when I use model track, let me just read the chat. I remember that YOLOv8 prediction script was full of bugs, labels that were wrong in the TXT file. So it seems like there is some bug too, since it's still a fresh release. Yeah, this feature was released like, I don't know. My boss let me know about it today, in few hours ago. So I'm actually not sure when they added that. I know, like it's super early, but you know that's the whole purpose of creating YouTube videos and streams, to be super early. Yeah, 2 days ago. Yeah, so it may be still untested. You know what? Let's go to their repo. You see, it's very high on my list. Like it's like number 4 on my list. So. Yeah, by the way, if you haven't started supervision repo, that's a perfect time to do it. Like it's pretty cool repo, by the way. Okay, let's go to Ultralytics, into issues. Let's take a look. Do they have any issue? Like, okay, let's do track. Loading and custom tracking, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. Yeah, that's exactly what we are experiencing. So people already had spoke about it. Yeah. That person said it's happening with. So I could even. Okay, people are talking about this problem. I noticed for mask result, we have 2 identical tensors here. I couldn't figure out where this mask data is coming from, but the contents are identical to masks. And what else? A lot of talking. Stream 2. Okay, they say stream true. Let's test that. I'm not sure, but you know, I'm happy to do it. Oh, apparently it happens also for prediction. Like, and this is from 2 weeks ago. It's incorrect. Like. Okay, so I'm not sure what's going on over here. They say, oh, just use stream true. That's a crappy solution, in my opinion. Okay, let's you know, I'm super happy to do it. Like, why wouldn't we? Let's paste it like this. And let's use the segmentation model once again, just to confirm that, you know, it really is a problem still, because that issue is like from 2 weeks ago. So I'm super confused right now. Either it is fixed or not. So let me just rerun it once again. Okay, now oh Jesus, I'm just. Okay, now it returned generator. Okay, so let me just gather my thoughts. Okay, so if that's the case, then if that's generator, then let's do 4 frame in. Okay, let's indent that stuff. Let's sorry. Let's do it like this, for example, and try it once again. Control S. It's easy to say Control S. I'm sitting on Mac every day for 12 hours. My muscle memory wants to press Command. Yeah, okay? Not Control. Take a look. I have this wonderful Logitech, keyboard. Sorry. And I bought it because apparently it supposedly works with Linux, Windows, and Macs. So it works. The problem is that save is with Control on Linux and with Command on Macs, and my muscle memory messes it up every time. Okay, so syntax error. That's perfect. I need to do colon over here. Sorry for the rant. It just, I know it's just, if you have muscle memory, it's very hard to remember those things. Okay, so now we get results. And those okay, so we have something. Oh, by the way, can we just confirm that it still breaks stuff or no? Take a look right now. We don't experience out of memory right now. We still run. Sorry, I'm terrible at Linux. Sorry for that, guys. Sorry. So take a look. We still run segmentation model, but we don't get out of memory error anymore. So apparently the stream flag helps. I just think it's a very crappy design to do it this way, because it's not written in documentation. Like documentation says you can do it this way and it works, and it clearly doesn't. Okay, but whatever. Like we said, that feature has 2 days. So I just hope they will still kind of figure it out. Cool. So we managed to run it, but me being me, I hate this this way of doing stuff. I would like to be able to manage my stuff on my own. So right now, this is like result rather than frame. Yeah. So cool, let's have result. Now I have no clue. How that class looks like and what's inside the result. So let's take a look, because I'm interested in 2 things. I'm interested into getting 3 things maybe, yeah? So I want to get bounding box, I want to get tracker ID, and I want to get the original frame, because if they ask me to process this way, then I don't have any way of managing that stuff, yeah? So I need to get the frame from them. Can we use custom model to live tracking? Yes, in my opinion, yes. You can load any model. We can do it later on if you want to. I'm not sure. We'll try to do it. Okay, I shouldn't have said that, because I'm not really sure how long will I stream today. But I'm pretty sure yes, because the documentation says that you can pass any path to YOLOv8 model here when I'm highlighting. By the way, do you see like the code? Is it readable? I hope so. I hope the code is readable. If the font is too small, just let me know, okay? Yeah, okay, cool. So what should we do now? We need to figure out how do I access those things that I'm interested in from that class. Okay, so let's go to the code. So this is code for the tracker. Shit. Let me just move that stuff in here. Let me just move it in here. So, okay, it's in YOLO engine result. YOLO engine results. Cool. What is this in a docs tracker byte track YAML? We'll examine that in a second. My assumption is that you pass. So, okay, you need to pass. Okay, so byte track is IOU based tracker. Yeah, which means that what it does is essentially taking like subsequent frames, and it looks at bounding boxes at one frame, and it looks at bounding boxes on the other frame, and it calculates IOU. I actually done like very cool post about IOU recently, so you can take a look at this post, and basically it compares the location of the boxes on subsequent frames. And, you can have like different configuration for that behavior. You can like be more precise or less precise, or you can allow for different things. And my assumption is that we will take a look at that YAML right in a second. But my assumption is that byte track YAML is exactly this. Yeah. So, but, still, let's take a look over here. So, Mediocre says class ID results. Okay, so they have like boxes, masks, probabilities. So my question is, can I access the original frame or not? Or the result is basically the result and there is no frame in it. So apparently we can do like boxes. So let's take a look here. Results 0, you say. And then what? And then boxes? Okay, screw that type. I don't need that type anymore. Let's do boxes. Okay, so let's try it. We have like 11 people on the stream. Hello, everybody. I guess everybody is curious about this new functionality. Okay, so it's, okay, I know what I didn't do. I didn't save the file. Sorry for that. I'm telling you, like the fact I'm typing in PyCharm on every day, and PyCharm don't require me to save anything. It just works. Okay, so it says none. It says none. I was hoping for something. Oh, 13 people. Hello, everybody. Okay. So we have something. I have no clue what's that. Let's just kill that up one right now and just take a look what's going on over here. What do we have? We have the original image. That's perfect. That's perfect. We have the original image. Cool. What else do we have here? Every element have like boxes is none. That's very weird. Oh, give me a second. Do we run object detection model or segmentation model? Okay, so we run segmentation model. Let's switch it to object detection one. Okay, so let's run object detection instead of segmentation. And let's run like a larger model, like a L model, okay? I guess we have everything figured out. Finally. We just need to code it, but I think that we should be fine. Okay, so let me just make sure that I saved it. That's pretty important. And now we can run it. Okay, so it loads, stuff happens. Okay, so let me kill that. And now I'm interested. Do we have masks? Okay, we have boxes right now. Yes, we have boxes. Cool. So how it works apparently in Ultralytics is like when you run segmentation model, you only have masks. You don't have boxes, which is a little bit counterintuitive because in my mind, if you run segmentation, you have both boxes and masks. And when you run detection, you only have boxes, sorry, but they decide, okay, it's only one. Cool. Regardless, that's not a problem. We'll figure it out. Okay, so first thing first, I would like to be able to print the frame on the screen. And we should be able to do it with this part. So let's copy that. Let's paste it here, uncomment that stuff, make, all the adjustments that we need. Now, we can access the original frame. Apparently, that's what I'm seeing in the terminal. So we can do like frame equals result original frame, I guess. Where is it? Just give me a second. Ori image. Like the other thing that I love is like when people use those abbreviations like Ori. Like, okay, I'm not hating. I'm just think how is that intuitive to anybody? Okay, but paste. Cool. Now, if I'm right, you should be able to access the original frame and we should be able to print it on the screen. So that would be already, something. Then we will go for bounding boxes. Oh, something has wrong. Give me a second. I need to read. Too many indices for the tensor of dimension 2. Is that tensor? Or is it NumPy array? Now I'm confused. Okay, let's take a look. Frame. Let's print type of that frame, because if that's tensor, then we need to we need to cast it so that it will be a NumPy array. I'm just not sure what they are returning over here. So it will obviously once again break, but we don't care. Oh, did it broke like here? Is that something that breaks the code if I access that value? That would be super weird to me. Whoa, okay. So maybe let's not focus on... Give me a second. Okay, or maybe, just maybe, we need to do it like this. Sorry for the fact that it's super unorganized, but it's a very fresh feature. And like guys, I honestly have no experience with that particular code. So I'm learning with you. Let's do like this, okay? Because maybe I'm just accessing it in the wrong way. I saved it. Let me just run the script once again. Fingers crossed, and nothing. What's going on? Too many indices for the tensor of dimension 2. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, man? How is it dimensions 2? Like, I'm super confused. Okay, let's try to figure it out together. Yeah. So they say that frame. Okay, so let's print frame type. Yeah, let's print the results once. That's what I'm doing. I'm super confused. Either I don't understand something, or it has like some very weird behavior when that tensor. Yeah, let's try to do it together. Okay, it breaks even with this. Fucking hell. So okay, let's print that. Yeah, that's the least I can do. I need to do YouTube video about it tomorrow, so I need to figure it out like ASAP. Okay, so that works. Yeah, so that works. We have the result. And what next? What's next? Where are we? You say there is a field or image. So let's do this. Yeah, let's go for this. Let's copy, let's paste. Yeah. So now if I will run this, I hope to get a NumPy array that will contain the frame. Okay? And it's NumPy array. That's good. That's good. Okay, so let's kill this. Let's uncomment that stuff once again. Okay, and comment this perhaps, and rerun it. So if that works, then we should basically display like the original stream on the screen. Okay, so it works. It works. Cool. Finally, we are getting somewhere. Whew. Sheesh. So let me just kill this. Now, what do we need next? We need to have bounding boxes. And the result of the tracker, yeah? So for the result of the tracker, I'm a bit confused right now. Okay, so let's access the boxes first. Okay, so we will have boxes probabilities. Okay, so boxes. Yeah, let's draw the zone. Like, we will draw the zone in a second, man. First, I need to draw the detections. But we'll do it. Like, don't you worry about it. I want to do it. It's just, it's... Okay, so boxes now, yeah? So let's go into boxes definition, because I need to have access to... Okay, I need to have this. Okay, so that should be fine. Okay, so let me just take a look at the code, the previous code that we've done. This is the code from the previous stream that we were experimenting with YOLOv8. Detection from YOLO. Okay, so we should be able to create detections from this. I'm just hoping that it will work. So that should give us detections. Okay, so let's print detections right now. I don't know how to type. Print. Thank you. Okay, so if that works, then we will have frame and we will have detections, and I will be able to draw the results like right away. So let's test that. Okay, detections are, Jesus, it's like I will get epilepsy in a second, okay? Okay, so that works. So right now, what do we need? We need to have bounding box annotator. Do we have it? I don't see anything. So let's go for bounding box annotator. Perhaps here. And now we need to do frame annotate. Perhaps here. So I'm using supervision just to speed up the process a bit. So I have the annotated frame right now, I guess. Let's take a look. So if that will work, then what we will have is we will have boxes drawn on the frame. Cool. Okay, that's perfect. Now, the problem is that I need to be able to access the IDs from tracker. Yeah, sorry. How do I exit that? Yeah, it was escape. Cool. Okay, so we can add labels so that we will know that this is the banana, you know, all that crap, regular stuff. So let's add the labels. So that should work. Like we have confidence and labels. All we need to do is pass those labels over here. Cool. So let's do it. Okay, so now we have confidences and classes. Cool. Now we are running that with tracker. Yeah. So if we are doing that with tracker, then there need to be somewhere over here, there need to be tracker ID that we should be able to use. Yeah. But I have no clue where. So where over here is tracker ID? So there are boxes, there are probabilities, there are names, there's path, but where is tracker ID? Super weird. Okay, Control F. Is track. If true, the boxes also include track ID. Cool. Okay, okay. Guys, we have something. So if true, the boxes also include track IDs. In our case, I'm pretty sure it's true. So let's assume it is. Let's go into boxes. And we need to look for tracker ID here. IDs. Then oh yeah. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. We are getting closer and closer. Cool. So what do we need right now? We need to obtain those tracker IDs somehow. So here we have detections. Cool. Now let's do track IDs equals result 0. Sorry, once again, I did incorrect, keys on the keyboard. Now we have boxes. That's how we access this. Now we have ID. Okay. And if everything works, then this is probably like they don't even know. They say either it's torch tensor or numpy array. So who should know? I should know that. I have no clue. Documentation is a bit weird with that, but should be fine. Okay, failed. Non-type. Where is that? Where is it non-type? Self boxes, like, what's the problem? What's the problem, mate? Boxes? Where are my boxes? It says like non-type object has no attribute ID. That would mean that boxes are, for some reason, none. Why would that happen? Just a sec, guys, just a sec. Yeah. No. Okay. We will do like 5-minute break. I need to feed my dog, okay? So just give me a second. I will be back in like 3 minutes or something like that. Stay around. We will figure it out after the break, okay? Okay, I'm back. Sorry. Dog needs to eat, yeah? And it's like an hour after his time. So I needed to take a break. Okay, I think that I had a similar bug in YOLOv8, that boxes are none for some reason. Maybe you should check if boxes are none in order to avoid it. You know, sounds like a strategy, but it also seems a little bit odd to me that it's happening. Like, I didn't expect that something like that to happen. I was already kind of like in this mood that we have everything figured out, and apparently we don't. So let's check. Let's take a look. And boxes like shouldn't be none. Okay, so let's stop it. So those are my detections. Yeah. Okay, original image, names, like boxes are none. Why? Why would they be none? Okay, I have an idea why is that happening. Let me just think about it. So I access result with that method, and that method might just access the boxes in such a way that they are no longer there. So I have an idea. Let's move the access of the boxes higher. So let's do this. Oh, let's do exactly this. Let's do this above detections. And let's take a look. Do we have the value now, or don't we? Sorry. I got a bit distracted by that, dog feeding. I'm still not in a zone yet, but give me a second. So let's try to do it this way. I'm not sure. Hi, hello. That's the first time on the chat. What's up? How are you? No, it says boxes IDs. You cannot access the. Super weird. That's super weird. Okay, give me a second. I need to take a look. How do we access the boxes in supervision? Because we have the connector method. And either I'm doing something incorrectly or not. Good. That's great. That's great. It's almost weekend, like one more day. It will be super busy day for me, but I'm almost in the weekend mood. So I'm good too. Okay, YOLOv8. How do we access boxes? Like, that's how you do it. Boxes. You see? This is crazy. This is crazy. Okay, so I still have no clue what's going on, but you know, we'll figure it out sooner or later. Let's have something like this. So instead of accessing that ID, I will just have boxes. They apparently exist. So let's do something like that. Don't print detections because that will basically spam the whole terminal, and I don't want that. Andrea, I guess. Do we know each other, like from LinkedIn, or I have no clue. Like in many cases I meet people and I don't remember. So this is like super weird. Take a look. Like, oh, how do I stop this? Like this. Okay. So boxes are none, like all the time. How is that even possible? Because I'm super confused for one reason, guys. Yeah. So that method that extracts the result is accessing those boxes. Like it's doing exactly what we are doing. Not exactly what we are doing. Because let's take a look. Like, okay, there is one different in my code. My name is Andre. I see you on Discord channel Computer Vision Jedis. Okay, so it's Fra channel. Yeah, it's Fra Discord. Yeah, Fra did super well with that Discord channel. Like, you have like 250 people over there. It's pretty crazy. The difference is that here I accessed the 0 element of the result. And in my code, I don't do it. You see? Let's try to do it like this, okay? And I'm pretty sure it will work, which is pretty crazy. Yep, we have those boxes, man. We have them. Just take a look. How crazy is that? Okay, so why can I skip the 0 element here too? Because the craziest part will be if I need to have access for the 0 element in the first line to access the original frame. No, I don't need to. Okay, cool. So it was apparently my fault because you can access frame just by calling like original image on the frame object, or you can pick the first from the result and then call the frame, and apparently it returns frame either way. But if you want to do the same with boxes, you're fucked. It doesn't work. Cool. I mean, whatever, man. Whatever works for you, man. I have no problems. So it's super confused for me, but you know, I will work with that. So tracker ID, yeah, that's where we were. And now I hope that I will be able to access this. And now I'm mostly interested in, is it NumPy array or is it PyTorch tensor? So let's paste it here. Let's restart the script once again. Cool. Now I'm confused. Like, did Francesco share the link to the stream on Discord, or how is it? It's PyTorch tensor. So most likely we need to do something like this. So we need to copy that tensor to CPU, and convert that to NumPy array, and that should give us tracker ID. So let's take a look at that. And if that's the case, then we are basically almost done. I mean, a part of just completely refactoring that script to make it work, but that's another story. Okay, so yeah, we have that. Cool. Cool. We have trackers IDs, we have boxes, we have the original frame. So we have almost everything. Now, let's go here. I would like to print that ID. Yeah, that would make sense. How can we do it? We can do, for example, something like this. We can go into this loop. Here we can call zip. For those who don't know what zip is, it's just like a Python method that allows you to loop over two things at the same time. So I was looping over just detections, but right now I will be able to loop over detections and tracker IDs at the same time. Yeah. So let's call it tracker IDs. Let's copy that, paste it here. Now let's do, or I can do it even differently. Detection class in supervision has a tracker ID field, yeah, tracker ID. So I can do something like this. I can go detections tracker ID. That will be better. Equals this. Okay. Now I don't need that zip anymore. So let's remove it. And now this will be current tracker ID. Okay. And I will be able to print that tracker ID, for example, in my string here. I just add the space. Let's rerun it once again. Perfect. Let's just cast it to int. Yeah, let's just cast it to int because that float ID looks a bit weird. So let's do int. Sorry, those are just different shortcuts. Like I said, I'm working on Mac every day. Okay, let's rerun it once again. Cool. It works. Guys, let's take a look. Like, here's an orange. Here's an orange. It has a problem with double detections. We could solve double detections problem with non-max suppression. Did it crash? Oh, it crashed. Take a look. Like non-type object has no attribute CPU. So there was a moment, like, so that's another time that the whole app crashes because of some random problems like this. So I think they will solve those. But also at the same time, I think that I will just create like some issues on GitHub in not RoboFlow, in Ultralytics repo, just to make sure that everything works as expected. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Like, it's pretty cool. So I have like some findings. Yeah. So I guess the key thing is that it's pretty easy to use tracking right now. It's pretty easy to use tracking. The problem is, however, that the whole setup is very buggy right now, so it's pretty hard to do like a legit stuff. But for a demo like this, it works pretty well. There are some problems with double detections also, and with some other things. Like you see, you see this brown bounding box, like right now, it takes the whole frame. What? Dining table. Okay, so I know immediately that I don't want any dining tables. Okay, so I can show you how I can do it. How to remove dining table from our stream. So let's kill this, and we'll use supervision to do that. Yeah. So we have detections. That's pretty cool. Now I need to first figure out what is the ID of dining table. So let's print it. The number at the left represent the ID. Yes, the first, so you can take a look here. This is where we parse the label that is displayed. So it's tracker ID casted to int because internally it's a float number. Then we have the name because we get the class ID, but we can extract the name of the class from the dict that I will display in a second. And then we have confidence. So that's what you see. Now, that's pretty cool, but I would like to remove dining table from the classes. I don't want to print it, display it on the screen. So now the first thing that I need to do is figure out what is the ID of dining table in classes. So let's do this. Dining table. What is the class ID of this? Dining table. Okay, it's class number 60. So what we can do right now is do something like detections equals detections where detections class ID different than 60. And this way we can filter out any detection that is dining table. So that essentially means that it will go through the tracker, but after the tracker will finish the work and we will get tracker ID, we'll remove everything that has class 60. And now when I restart the script, I will be able to do it. So you won't see any dining table. Yeah. So whatever I will do over here, there is no dining table. See? That's pretty cool. Now, what else can we do? Oh, and once again, it crashed when I access the tracker ID. So that's a little bit problematic because it can randomly crash when you try to access the tracker ID. So like somebody said over here, I guess we will need to cover for that. So my assumption is that I will just throw everything into what is the exception? Attribute error. Okay. So let's do this. Let's do try. Okay. So obviously that's an easy fix, yeah. So fix. I wouldn't call it a fix. If that would be a application that I try to run at work, then obviously I wouldn't do anything like this. Because the problem is that it can randomly happen. I have no clue why, but I don't want to, spend like another 30 minutes figuring out when trackers are not present in boxes. So what I will do is basically pretend that if I'm getting like attribute error coming from tracker, then I'm okay with it, yeah. Okay, another thing that is pretty cool, and we can do it, is like, take a look. Like if my hand is here, it occupies like almost the whole frame, which is a bit annoying. So we can use supervision to remove detections that are too large. I think when there is no detection, it throws error. You think so? Really? Okay, let's test that concept right now. So let me just kill the app. Okay, we can go back here. By the way, let's clean that up. We will not use it. Yeah. So let's clean stuff up over here. We don't need this. Yes, we don't need that. We don't need this. So let's clean that up, because I will commit the code to the repository. And it will be open sourced. So you will be able to build your own applications using that. Let's take that concept to the test. So I'm commenting my try, sure, and I'm reverting the indent so that we would have valuable Python code. And you says when there is no detections, it throws error. Yeah. Okay. So let's take everything from the scene. Yeah. Let me just take everything. You're right. It throws exception where there is nothing on the scene. What the hell? Okay, so right now there is orange. Okay. Okay, man. Okay. Okay, we will figure it out right now. Whoa, didn't expect that to happen. But we can, right now we don't need try except in that case. We'll be able to handle that. Thanks for that. Who said that? Vithelsing. Thank you very much. Sorry for reading that nickname in the weird way. That was a valid point. So we can prevent that from happening. So we can do it like this. If len detections equals or is different than 0, yeah, then Jesus, sorry for that. I'm just doing some random stuff because I'm mentally on Mac and my muscle memory is terrible. So right now, you should handle it in supervision later, by the way. Yeah, but the exception is not coming from supervision. The exception is coming from me, like trying to access that. So I think that checking the length of detections here, that should be good enough. So right now, take a look. Like it shouldn't throw an exception. Okay, it's starting, sorry. Okay, so now we have obviously full scene. Let's remove those. And that's the final detection, yeah? Ooh. Has no attribute CPU. That's weird. That would mean... Okay. Sorry. Once again. Sorry for that. That would mean that the length of the detections is not 0. That would be really weird. Boxes has no type, which comes from supervision. No, it doesn't. The boxes are coming from the result, and that's coming from Ultralytics, straight from Ultralytics. Sure, we have boxes in supervision, don't get me wrong, but the exception is coming straight away from the fact that I try to access the result, and that's coming from Ultralytics, not from supervision. But yeah, that's a minor issue. Right now I'm trying to understand why we don't have, like, what is the length over here? So let's try to print this. And by this, I mean the length of the detections. Okay, so let's copy this, let's paste this, yeah, let's save it. Let's restart it. And that would mean that the length of detections is incorrect. So right now the length is 4, which is correct, yeah? I'm removing those things, I'm removing this and this. Right now it's 1. And right now it's 2. Why would it be 2? Yeah, we have CPU in supervision. Yeah. Because when we are accessing stuff in supervision, let me show it here. Yeah, we are also doing this. Yeah, so we are also doing that, but it's happening in this line. Result box is ID CPU number, and that stuff is happening outside of super. That's, you know, it doesn't really matter. We'll need to figure it out. By the way, I can actually improve the code that I already have here. So that's one thing that I can do. Then I don't need to cast that to int. It will be int. Okay, so I would like to okay, so I know, right? Like, okay, this will solve the problem. It will just not be the most elegant solution, I guess. So the exception is non-type has no attribute. So I can do something like that, yeah, and that will work. So if is not none, yeah. So it will be a less elegant solution, but that should work. So let's test it, yeah. I'm removing this, sure. I'm removing the banana. The only element on the field is apple. I'm removing that, and the app is not crashing anymore. Cool. So that works. Great. We can kill the app. Okay, you have some ideas on what we can build right now with that. So just to recap, we access the frame, we access the detections. If we have trackers, we access the trackers. We filter out the dining table. That's the class number 60. Then we produce the labels. Then we annotate the frame and we print the frame. Looks pretty legit to me. Yeah. So what can we do right now? So some time ago, we've built this application that was capable of counting how many objects cross the line. Maybe we can do something like that. So yeah, the plan would be, for example, to count how many objects crossed the line. How about that? We should be able to do it. So that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, and one more thing. Because we will be counting how many objects cross the line, then I'm thinking I don't want to have a person class also. So let's filter person. Because it will mess up everything, yeah? Because I will be manipulating objects on the screen. And the moment I will do it, my hand will be on the screen and it will mess up everything. So right now we can do it like this. Yeah, I used that for counting cars in my video some time ago. Okay, so right now you see there is no person class. So that's pretty cool. So let me just open that video, not the video, but the code from that video, and we try to do it. So let me just go here to GitHub, notebooks. We had this notebook to count cars. Detect and count objects in Polygon. Oh, this will be this one. So we will draw a line on the screen. Where is it? I guess somewhere here. Okay. So what do we need to have? Wait a second. I'm just compiling things in my head. Okay, we'll need this because we need to define the location of the line. What is the shape of the frame right now? So let me just import that. Can I just do SV point? Is it in SV point? Okay, we can do something like this. Okay, so let's start by figuring out what is the shape of the frame right now. By the way, I tried Torch Vision Ops NMS, but it did not work for me. Not sure why. Sorry, changing the topic. What has happened? I mean, I haven't used Torch Vision NMS. That's why we added NMS to supervision. But I'm quite curious, why didn't that work? Okay, so let's print the shape of the frame so that we will know the resolution. Yeah. A print shape. Cool. So I will try to use those trackers to do something useful for us. Okay, so the resolution is 480 by 640. So okay, let's keep that. So let's have like frame height. So we'll set the line exactly in the middle, I guess. Yeah. So let's do frame height. Frame width. Let's do the wildcard, and that will be like frame shape. I will use supervision NMS, but that supervision has method to load detections from YOLOv8. We don't, but I can add it. That's not a problem. That's not a problem. And you know, anyways, if we don't have method to do it, you can still do it manually. You can create detection object, yeah, manually, and do it this way. Just you know, side topic. Okay, so what do we need to have? We need to have like the start and the end of the line. So let's have it. I will just copy and paste it over here. So okay, we need to have start in the end of the line. Maybe we'll move it here. That would be SV point, yeah, to make it work. And the start of the line, this is the X, yeah? So our resolution, what was our resolution? 640. So the X would be 320. 0 on the Y-axis, and 320, 480 on the Y-axis, and that would be the location of the line. So we can just remove that, Maybe remove those two lines because we don't need them anymore. Now, what else do we need to have? We need to have like the bounding box annotator, that one we have, line count annotator, okay? So let's create line counter, maybe here. And that will be like SV line counter, yeah. Okay, now we need to have line counter annotator. So let's create that annotator. So it will be also SV line counter. Okay, cool. Now, from what I see, text is very large. So let's drop it a little bit. So that will not do anything more. I just need to confirm that it works, okay? So give me a second. Supervision has no attribute line counter. That's interesting. You see, I have no clue how. Maybe we have back line zone. So it's right now called line zone, not line counter. Okay, so let's do line zone. And let's do line zone annotator. Because, we still changed the API, so stuff may break for some random reasons. Okay, it's loading. Okay, the thickness of the bounding box needs to be larger because, I dropped the... Okay, so the thickness needs to be like this. Oops. Let's try to rerun it once again. Sorry it takes so long. I just need to figure out a few things. I haven't used those methods for quite a long time, so I need to confirm that they work. Okay. So text thickness needs to be smaller, like this. Okay, cool. So now we will use the same values of our attributes. So the thickness of the line, text thickness, text scale. Okay. And now the next thing is we need to draw the line. So let's do it. Line annotator, annotate. Okay, so let's do something like that. Frame, line annotator. Let's try to run it once again. So that, if everything works, and I haven't used line counter for quite a long time, but ooh, it says what's the problem? It looks like a line annotator doesn't work anymore. Oh, Jesus fucking. Let's take a look. I hope it works, but at the same time, I can see that it's possible that it broke for some reason. We'll see. Oh, okay, it does. Okay. False alarm. Let me just try once again, okay? Okay, we have the line. The counting still doesn't work, but we will figure it out in a second, okay? So the line is here. By the way, I need to improve the looks of that line. That line looks terrible, but bear with me. So now, if I understand correctly, the only thing that we need to do is do line counter update detections. And that should work. So let's do this. I'm removing all the objects from the frame right now, guys. Sorry for that. You don't see it, but I'm doing this as we speak. Now let's test it. Well, line zone object has no attribute update. Fucking hell. I need to really, you know, go into that code and figure out what's going on. Line counter, line zone, trigger. Okay, I renamed that. Sorry for that. So let's call it trigger right now. By the way, you said that you would like to have the method to import detections from YOLOv8. Can you create a ticket on supervision in like a feature request or something like that? And I'll try to do it. Okay. Okay. So cool. Let's try the orange with ID 1. Okay. Let's test it. Boom! It works, man. It works like magic. Okay, let me just do it maybe here. Apple with ID 6. Boom. Okay, let's move them a bit further away. Now the glass. Wine glass or the cup or whatever. It's just, you know, the ID is like the ID is staying the same. I guess so. It's just the class itself. Okay. Barely, but it worked. Yeah, thanks for that, because I will add that YOLOv8 stuff, but I need to remember about it. Okay, so let's move it back. Boom. Boom. Okay. I don't know. In my book it works. Let me just try to roll it a bit so that we will know that it works for sure. That was too fast, I guess, yeah? Can it be too fast? Could it doesn't trigger when I'm doing it faster. Why is that? You see, when I'm doing that slowly, it works, but when I'm doing that faster, it doesn't. And also we have those double detections. I would like to remove those double detections. I updated with NMS recently, and we don't have that on PyPy yet, but I hope that it will still work. So let's do here with NMS, and let's have the threshold, like the default threshold, like 50%. So that would mean that when we shouldn't have double detections anymore, if that will work. But I'm a bit stressed out because that implementation of NMS that was that is still in the library, it's not the best one. You see, oh, it may not work. Okay, I think that I will not be able to show you the NMS version today because it's still not in production. So with NMS post, would try it with, yeah, so. So to run my own, but you know, there is one more thing, like YOLOv8, they have NMS. Okay, we can fix that with their NMS. They have NMS for sure. Let me go here. Where is the search bar? Oh, okay, NMS, and we want to search in this repository. They have something called like agnostic NMS, and that's what we need. Yes, so let's pass agnostic NMS to their model. Here, true. And let's test once again, okay? Because our NMS will not be able to solve it today, but there might be able to do it. Okay, so once again. Okay, I don't see any double detections. So the class is changing. That was too fast, I guess, yeah. So the class is changing, but that doesn't really matter, I guess, as long as the ID is the same. So what I'm noticing is that the model can stop working if the object moves too fast. See, so why isn't that working? Like, I'm confused right now. It should work. Like, apparently it needs to move quite slowly. And if that object moves faster, then it doesn't work as good. Oh, now it worked. That's weird. Okay, I'd say it's good enough. I'm not sure. Frame might get skipped because, yeah, that may be happening. Yeah, we might experience like a skipped frame for some reason. Yeah, I will not solve that on a stream. That's not my problem. It's good enough for me to create a video tomorrow, so I'm pretty happy with that. That's all I wanted, is to figure out stuff before recording tomorrow, and I'm happy with it. Okay, so what I will be doing is I will commit that to the repo, git status, what I need to add, git add readme, requirements txt, main py, model, virtual environment, pycache, git ignore. What is wrong? Okay, over here. Git push. It's my sleep time as well, 12:23 a.m. You are in India or something like that? Sketchy Vision, we have 17 stars already. That's pretty crazy, guys. Okay, so it works. That's not, by the way, I have created the repo with stuff like that. So if you are interested in that, you can start it. I will add new sketch of the computer vision concept every week, I promise. So I have IOU and I have non-max suppression, but I will do most likely convolution next week and most likely MAP the next week. So if you have any ideas what can be cool thing to draw and explain, you can throw it in, I guess, the issues. That would be the easiest way. And if you want to play around with the code that we've been creating today on the stream, feel free to start this repo, YOLOv8 native tracking. That's where my man, what is up? Says you are late, like 2 hours into the stream. I'm just wrapping up the stream, so you need to rewatch it after everything. I'm done for today. So I guess we will asynchronously meet each other on the VOD. And by the way, do you still want me to upload the VOD on the YouTube channel? If so, then I will do it. Thanks a lot, Sess. Good night. I still hope that we will see each other on some stream when you will join, soon enough for me to interact with you. But I need to take some rest because I'm recording YouTube video tomorrow, and usually it's a very time-consuming process. So I need to take some rest. Cool. And most likely you will see me on YouTube. So I will upload the VOD from today's stream. Cool. Thanks a lot. That was a pleasure. And I hope that we all learned something today. I certainly did. At the very beginning of the stream, I was thinking that it doesn't work, but it really works. Yeah, you can use it. It works. Cool. Thanks a lot. See you next time. That was a pleasure, like I said. And bye-bye.